Little Miss Recap
Hi, everyone.
contains
Welcome
adult
to Little Miss
language
Recap,
and
the
is intended
podcast
for
where we
entertainment
are not allowed
purposes
to take
only.
lessons from anyone remotely hot.
Never. I really think that Ali, however we say his name, never needs to be in proximity to anybody other than Sam.
Because you know what happens, Amanda? Sam overthinks.
I really, really dislike her.
Oh, I dislike Turkish Nicole?
Yeah, I really
She's
dislike her.
awful. She's awful.
And the fact that she's given him shit last night about like acting like a child.
Yeah.
I'm like, eat chicken nuggets.
Yes.
I'm gonna
Don't
need
play
you to
with
take a
your
step
food.
back.
You're acting like a child. I'm like, you literally spit out your food.
She is supremely unlikable.
Oh, she's Turkish Nicole.
She is
Here we
Turkish
go.
Nicole.
Yep.
She is.
Mhm. She might be British Nicole, but we don't know how she acts in Britain. We haven't really seen it.
True.
She's acting a fool in Turkey. That's all we know.
Oh, she sure is. She sure is. Good God. Good God.
So what's going on today, my friend?
Well, I would like to poll the backdoor friends on something.
Okay.
So I'm trying an experiment right now.
Mm-hmm.
I wake up in the middle of the night. I don't know if it's the menopause. I don't. It's probably a million things, all of which are converging into my early 50s to make me wake up at night. And so one of the things I've noticed is that when I do wake up at night, I immediately roll over and look at my clock because for some reason I need to know exactly what time it is.
Sure.
I think that's waking me up more. So I've removed my clock from my nightstand. I still have my phone there, so I do have a way to check.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering if I'm trying to think, like, if it's still dark out, it doesn't matter what time it is. Particularly now at this time of year.
Yeah.
It's still dark out, doesn't matter. It's sleepy time.
It's bedtime.
It's bedtime. Mommy be asleep. So I'm just wondering, do other backdoor how do people manage alarm clocks and ambient light in their life, in their room? Because there is ambient light in our room all the time.
So I have my Alexa next to my bed.
Sure.
Monitoring me at all times, I'm sure. I'm reporting back to
we have one next to our
the
bed
overlords.
Too.
So, but that kind of, it has to come awake.
Right.
My phone is near my bed. I have a lot of not street light because we don't have street lights.
You live in the middle of fucking
But I have a lot of moonlight that comes in my room
sure.
constantly.
I'm sure.
So I'm trying to think. I do think if I roll over and look at the clock, it creates more anxiety in me.
I think so too. It's putting pressure on me to go back to sleep too.
Yes.
Like if it's 4 o'clock, it's like, oh my God, I only have 2 more hours.
Yes.
Sleep.
And then you get, what do they call that? Like sleep. It's called sleep anxiety.
Yeah, I get sleep anxiety.
Yeah. Yep.
Which is what happened last night when I did wake up so also, I've told you, we live in a home automation constant project in this home.
Yes.
All the lights in this house are automated. I don't know why. I don't know. I just go along to get along in this situation. There is a lamp on Todd's dresser that periodically just turns on.
Oh.
He has no idea why. And last night it happened at 4:30 in the morning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The night before, during cuddle time, it came on and he turned it to like a 5% purple. So if it had come on in the middle of the night, the idea was it wouldn't be.
Yeah.
Right. I don't think it came on. But last night when it came on, bright white.
Oh.
4:30 in the morning.
Okay.
So I've basically been awake since then because then my brain turned on.
Is that what woke you up?
Yeah. It woke me up. Didn't wake him up. Didn't wake his ass up.
Plug that lamp at night.
I don't. Maybe we just need to put a regular fucking bulb in that lamp like normal people.
Maybe.
Oh, good. So yeah, I'm trying to work on my sleep.
I went and picked up a drywall lift yesterday.
What are you doing?
No, I'm sorry. It's a scissor lift.
Okay,
Yeah.
Why do we need this?
We need this because Timmy needs to change light bulbs in his garage that are 20 feet in the air.
Got it.
So we went to about an hour away to pick this drywall, or this, I keep calling it drywall lift, but they use it to hang drywall, but it's a scissor lift. And strapped it onto our little trailer and drove an hour home with it. Not sure if we were going to make it, but we did.
Should Timmy be doing any of these things right now?
Timmy did not lift anything.
Okay, good. Because I know he can't be trusted.
The lift.
Got it.
So you get in the lift and you drive it up onto the trailer.
Okay, got it.
And then
Okay. How was he feeling?
I went with him just to make sure he didn't lift anything.
Good.
He's still in pain,
Is
but it's
he?
getting better every day.
Good.
Mhm,
Good.
mhm.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, belly surgery is no joke. Like all
No.
that muscle,
Mm-mm.
all that core strength, about which I imagine he has a lot, or of
Yes,
which
and
I
I have
imagine he has a
0.
lot.
I have
Right.
0.
Same.
Yeah.
Same. I have
Mhm,
very little core strength,
mhm.
but
Well, here's the state of things, guys, in my house. We're depending on me to be the muscle right now.
it
So,
ain't
like,
good.
anything that needs to be done, I'm doing. It ain't
Mhm.
good. It's I'm like,
No, 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 no,
do
no,
I
no.
have to do it? I'm just not strong. I can't
Right.
help it. It's not my fault. I'm
No.
just not strong.
And you've got T-Rex arms. You cannot be
I
held
have
responsible
T-Rex
for these
arms. I
things.
can't reach anything. I can't hold anything. So we'll see. We'll see how this week goes. But we're on day, I don't know, like 4, I think.
Friday's day 0, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, you're day 5.
Yes. And my dad's surprise parties this weekend.
So what is this surprise party for?
He's going to be 70.
Okay, got it.
And Jenny and I are throwing him a surprise party.
Nice.
Yeah, and we're very excited. My dad is like me. He
Mhm.
likes when people make a fuss over him.
I understand. I
He'll never
understand.
admit that, but he likes it. He eats it right up.
So what was Jenny's excuse for not coming home for Father's Day to come home this coming weekend?
Oh, she said she was traveling for work.
Okay.
Mhm.
Got it. Got it.
And
Yeah,
that
'cause I
she's
remember
coming in next weekend.
Got it. Because I was actually thinking the other day, I'm like, why isn't Jenny here for Father's Day? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not Jenny's personal secretary.
Yeah. Jenny is going to make her appearance.
Okay, good.
He doesn't know she's coming in Friday.
Good.
And then, we're gonna
Is the party
surprise him.
Friday?
The party Saturday night.
Where is it being held?
The Waldorf Social Club, which is my dad's like social club.
Oh, okay. Got
Yeah,
it.
it's not nearly as nice. Like that's a place you can go to get beer for $1 out of a plastic cup.
Oh, okay. I
Mhm,
like that kind of
mhm,
social club.
mhm.
We're not talking country club. We're talking social club.
Oh yeah, very
Yeah,
different.
Very different. But with a name like Waldorf, it's fancy.
Sure.
Sure.
It's not a fancy place at all. It's where you go to get drunk on $10.
There's a need for that sort of thing.
There is a need for that.
Mhm.
I want to tell everyone a few things. Number 1, I have heard your cries, and Shubnam and I are covering "Tell Them That You Love Me" or "Tell Them You
Mhm.
Love Me," which was
Mm.
really, really bonkers.
Can I just say one thing about it?
Yeah.
Again, I haven't finished it, but like I said, I did follow the story when it happened. Do you think he would prefer to be D-man or D-man? It drives me
I
nuts
thought
that
it
she
was
says D-man.
D-man.
I would think D-man too.
Yes, demand is stupid.
Right. Todd and I were
Stop
like,
it.
D-man?
Yeah,
No.
it's D-man.
It's
Come
D-man.
on.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
That just bugged me.
It
Of
just
all
highlights their
the crimes in
generational
this
differences.
of all the crimes in this whole thing, that's the one that got me real charged up.
Can we talk about how much I liked his brother John?
I liked his brother a lot.
But why is he named John Johnson? I mean, we'll never know.
Exactly. Okay,
We'll
Chris
never know.
Christie. It's not good. It's not
But
good.
anyway, so we'll be covering that. And Amanda and I have Brats coming out this weekend, which we talked about a little bit. And so we have a lot of stuff coming, guys. A lot of stuff coming down the pike. And then I'm also doing House of Dragon.
I know. I'm so excited.
So Christine, backdoor friend Christine, and I are going to give it a shot. Okay, now I'm telling everyone, we are not, I know like some people will expect nerd level analysis of this.
Right.
And I am typically nerd level analysis about a lot of things. This is hard for me. I haven't read the books. Now, I'm a Game of Thrones huge fan. I have the lore.
Right.
But if you come to us looking for like, I need to break this down according to the source material and blah, 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 you're not getting that.
Go someplace else.
You got to go to Bald Move or over to Axel's podcast for that.
Right.
You're not getting that at Little Miss Recap. You're getting like, here's what we saw and here's how we're reacting to
And what we think about it.
Yeah.
We have not watched the first episode yet of season 2.
Oh, it was so good.
Very excited.
Mhm.
I told what I told you when you and I talked about this a long time ago. I was like, here's my problem with House of Dragons. Same thing, Game of Thrones. It's the same reason I struggle with a lot of sci-fi and stuff.
Mhm.
When we start moving out of non-English names,
Mhm.
I just get lost in the like. I just can't keep straight. Who's Ragnar
There's a
versus
lot
Ragnar
of-
versus
yeah.
Tyrion versus Therion. Like I
Yes.
I
Yeah.
get really lost.
Yeah.
And House of Dragon, like they're all white blonde. So then I also get lost in that.
Yes, they're very blonde. Very, blonde
very
people.
blonde.
Yes, those Targaryens are very blonde.
Very
Yeah.
blonde. Good God.
Yeah, we're gonna do our best.
I'm excited.
So we'll give it a try.
The other thing is this will drop tomorrow, correct? Tomorrow,
We'll be together.
Amy and I are going on our Salahuddin tour.
Yay! Guys, we are going to the Cinder Inn.
Starting there. And then the Terrible Winery.
Which I forget the name of.
It's like I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
and then
Google Winery East Stroudsburg. It's the first one that comes up. Renegade.
We're hopefully gonna hit garlic.
Yes,
we'll
hit garlic.
He calls it.
So we can have a showdown on the patio. I'm gonna ask every wait person if they
Me too.
were there for that. Okay, good.
Me too.
Good. Maybe we can get some on the spot interviews.
Yeah.
Man on the street.
Yeah, we could do man on the street. So we'll be putting some pictures up, guys, of that of our Salahuddin, because why not? We're doing a Salahuddin tour.
It's gonna be hot as fuck too.
It's gonna be real hot. I'm not sitting on that patio.
No. We'll just walk vaguely by it and then go right into the air conditioning.
Agree.
I might have to wear a sundress. It might be too hot to have like real clothes on.
Yeah, but then do you get the chafing? I get the chafing if we're walking a lot, and
that's why I have the Monistat cream.
Okay.
I'll bring you some. It's life-changing.
I have little shorts that go on there, supposedly, but they just make me hotter.
Yeah, no. The Monistat cream is everything.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
All right, guys, you heard it here first. Salahuddin tour starting tomorrow.
And Monistat chafing cream for those of us who have thighs that rub together, which is most people on the planet.
Yes.
Yeah.
And House of the Dragon. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be releasing the first 2 episodes together next week. So look for that. I'll have more announcements as we get closer.
Awesome.
Not sure where it's going yet.
I was going to say, no day. Okay.
Yeah. Not sure if it's going to be free or Patreon. Trying to decide where I have room. So we're figuring it out.
There's a lot of committees that have to happen, I'm sure.
There's a lot about of polling and a lot of, I have to analyze everything. Amanda knows this.
I'll put it on the agenda for tomorrow. Yes. It'll be fine.
All right, you ready to talk about these numbnuts?
Yes, let's talk about these folks.
Okay, so I would like to say that I went back because episode 5, they put it back on.
Okay, good.
Tattoo's still there.
It's the same thing that happened with Luke and his dick. I don't understand.
So I don't think they edited anything. I just think the gerbils in the wheel or whatever are just fucking everything up.
Maybe we're just kind of making up reasons that don't really exist.
Yes.
It's just not that serious.
So this is episode 6, 90 Day UK, season 3, episode 6. I Have Nothing to Hide. Okay.
Sure.
I want to finish up since my man Sprite wasn't on.
Did you see the rumors on Reddit
that they're happily married?
Yeah.
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 I mean, that's obvious. This is such an act.
But
I'm here for it.
Oh yeah, I like Sprite. Again, Sprite for president.
So we're going to end with Turkish Nickel.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So we'll start with Tony and Nui since they have like the most meat here. All right. So he's picking her up at Heathrow and it's her first time in the UK and he's excited to see her. She arrives and she's like, oh my God, he's so handsome. He looks yummy. I love his muscles. I have a very good feeling when I touch him.
They're into each other.
It's called arousal, Nui.
Yeah. You're horny, girl. It's fine.
Now he tells her in the cab on the way home, look, I rent out my house because I'm never there, which is true.
I don't think this is the dumbest idea in the world.
I don't either. I'm always telling my sister to do this with their house because she's never there.
Yeah. My stepsisters, when they lived in Hell's Kitchen, because we'd always go to Florida over the holidays, they would rent their place out over New Year's and they would make like a month of rent in like 4 days. Because it was, blocks from Times Square.
Yep.
Super easy. Anyway.
So he's like, but don't worry. I got us a nice Airbnb. And she's like, are you hiding me?
Yeah.
And he says, look at me. Listen to me.
Okay.
Like, whoa.
Someone says that to me in that tone of voice. Okay.
Yeah. He's like, it makes logical sense to do this. I'm not hiding anything. Nui says, my mom is kind of worried you have a wife. Not going to lie. And this feels kind of weird. Now, their hero shot, I don't know if you noticed, is them doing like the James Bond, the blowing on the gun. I don't know if it's Charlie's Angels or James Bond. Maybe Charlie's Angels.
It's something.
Yeah. So he rents a beautiful apartment.
This place is fucking gorgeous.
It's gorgeous.
Can we go there? Can we put this on our tour of places?
Put that on the 90 Day UK tour.
Okay, cool.
And hey, we're making good on these tours. We're doing the Saludine tour.
Step 1, Saludine's. Step 1, the place that's an hour from our house.
So, Amanda, he's going to cook bangers and mash. And what could go wrong here?
Wow. Have you
It
ever made
actually
bangers?
looked good. I was like,
Look
oh,
good.
I can eat
Have you
that.
made bangers and mash?
I've never made it. No. I've had it. Never made it.
I have a recipe for a deconstructed bangers and mash. So it's just, instead of sausage links, it's kind of chunks of sausage in a mushroom brown gravy or onion brown gravy.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's not the worst food.
Of all British food that you could start with, girl, you're doing well.
Yeah.
We could be talking haggis.
Ugh. So he says he doesn't cook, but this should be fun because he's in the kitchen. He doesn't know and he doesn't cook.
What could possibly go wrong?
The minute he leaves, she calls her sister and she's like, girl, I am staying at this Airbnb and he is renting it out. She's using air quotes pretty much. And she's like, I don't know what's going on. And her sister's like, girl, you need to make sure he takes you to see his mom. Like, I was appreciating this sister energy.
I was too.
Because they were really, going out of here. She's like, you need to make sure he takes you to see his mom. Then you'll know. Now he gets home and he's trying to cook, but it doesn't go good, Amanda. Doesn't go good.
No.
She says he's just seasoning things with salt and pepper. You're lucky he's doing that much.
Yeah. I really feel like he would have benefited from like a HelloFresh.
Oh, yeah.
A home chef.
Mm-hmm.
If he had just gone with, the theme of British pub food,
or just
they send him a recipe.
Take her out to the local pub.
Here's what she does now because she didn't like the meal. She says, I'm in London, one of the best food cities in the world. You don't eat any British food while you're there. You eat international food of all other cultures. Let's do that.
Yes. Well, no, you know what he got her to say? I'm going to do all the cooking now.
That works too.
That was smart. Was this smart? Maybe. So
maybe Todd's like a 3-star Michelin chef.
There you go. And you'll never know.
He's just convinced me he's a terrible cook.
Same here. So he's getting tense and he's sweating like crazy and he's real cranky and the food looks good, but she's like, there's no vegetables and this is only brown and white and I don't understand what's happening. And she says, it's okay, but there's like no taste. And he's like, you're a fussy eater. No, she's not.
No, she's
not from not liking one dish.
Yeah.
Go to see Turkish Nicole. That's a fussy eater.
She's just like, this is bland.
Yeah. So she's like, baby, I'm going to do all the cooking from now on. He's like, okay. This was a masterclass in how to get somebody to do all your cooking.
For sure.
Yeah. Just get real sweaty and tense and start yelling. And John should take a note and get Sprite to do all the cooking. Although we saw what he did with that spinach.
Yeah. Remember, John is the cook.
Yeah, he's
true. Actually a legit trained cook. So let's let him do that.
Now she says, I called my sister and they're real worried about this situation. And they think that I should meet your family. And he's like, yeah, my family wants to meet you since I emotionally and physically and financially support you. Okay, dude. Then I wrote, if he had a wife, I don't know if the cameras would be here.
Exactly. That's my thing. He's put you on a television show, honey.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm no Tony fan. But I don't think he's an idiot.
I think of all the things we can say about him being married is not on the list.
Right. Yeah. Now, you remember last week. Let me take you back to last week.
It's a long time ago.
I believed in their love.
You did. How do you feel now?
I hate him.
That doesn't mean you don't believe in their love, though.
I do think she loves him.
I think they love each other.
I don't think it's as transactional as a lot of relationships we see on this.
Agreed. I think there is genuine affection. I think they have a real relationship.
Yes. Yeah. She's hot for him.
She's hot for him. They know about each other. They are in each other's lives.
Yeah.
I think it'll be interesting once she meets the whole family to see how that goes.
She's age appropriate. She's
completely age appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
She, as I said, though, she has like 4 different faces. She really looks very different.
She looks all the 17 time when she has a certain face on.
Yeah. Some faces look 17. Some faces look her age.
Yeah.
Some faces look really pretty. Some faces look not as pretty.
Yeah.
She's just a very
you can't pin it down.
No, she looks like 4 different people.
Yes. So Amanda, they go out drinking and they come home wasted.
Sure.
And they're cooking eggs. And he says, I want to make eggs of our own. Not how that works, Tony.
No.
Not how reproduction works.
No.
Nope. The egg's already there, dude. You're not making it.
You're doing something to it.
Right.
Right. You're not creating the egg.
Didn't you watch Look Who's Talking? Didn't you see the sperm animation in the beginning?
It's true. That was revolutionary.
It really was at the time.
It actually really was. Ugh, we're ridiculous.
All right.
Okay.
So So he's like, I want a baby. He just comes out and says it. And she says, we have a family. And he says the grossest thing. No, you have a family with your ex-husband. Dude.
No.
They're her kids. It's her family.
Right.
That was gross.
That was.
I don't like this guy.
No, I'm not a fan.
Nope.
I could have gone either way on him last week. I thought he was a little full of himself, but I was like, he could wind up being sweet. No, he's a dick
As
bag.
many of our backdoor friends have pointed out, if you hang out with the Nazi,
you're
a Nazi. And his friend, the tattoo, in case people don't know what's going on, his friend had tattoo on his arm that is from a Nazi skinhead
British
gross
Nazi
group. Okay. So he tells the camera, I want to have kids with Nui because she's my destiny. And it's the difference between raising someone else's child or raising your own.
No.
Amanda, you're a stepmother.
Correct.
Is this not gross?
This is disgusting.
Yeah. Yep.
This is disgusting.
Yep.
Todd, my stepson, and I are a family. Todd, his ex-wife, and their son are a family too. Just
sure.
because they're not married does not mean the three of them are not a family.
Correct.
My parents and I are still a family. Even though they're not married, we're still a family. That's how we operate, at least.
Yes.
I don't care for this attitude, and I'm sure there's some racism as part of it as well. He wants a kid that has his genes in it.
Yep.
And I
thought about that too.
Yeah, I'm not here for any of this. And
I know.
Here's the thing. One of the things we said that was good about her is that she's age appropriate.
Yeah.
Because she's age appropriate, she's like, I'm tired. I don't want to have another baby.
She doesn't want to have a baby. No. So the next morning, the conversation continues and she says, do you really think we should have a baby at our age? She says, I'm 41.
Right.
And he says, do you think it's nice for me to have a life without a baby? Well, dude, then you should have settled down earlier. I don't know what to tell you.
Then pick someone who wants a baby.
Right. Stop fucking all over the world with who's his B-list celebrity that he's...
Tom Cruise.
How dare you? I almost said Corey Feldman. Is he alive? Yes, he's alive. Stop fucking around watching Corey Feldman and get married. Tom Cruise. How dare you?
Or is it Corey Haim that's alive?
Corey Haim is dead.
Corey Haim is the one that died? Okay.
Yeah.
I can never keep that
tragic.
straight.
Very
it
tragic.
It's terribly tragic, but I can never keep it straight.
Corey Feldman is the one who's been running around for 25 years saying there's pedophiles in children's Hollywood and no one was listening to him.
Yep. Okay. Yes.
Okay. So I kind of like Corey Feldman. Is something wrong with me?
No.
I don't like him like I want to bang him, but I think he's a good dude.
Then that's fine. He's a good dude.
All right. So everybody's going to come for me because I'm sure he's trash. So go ahead. Let me know, guys. Let me know.
I don't know. We're doing our best.
He had that weird friendship with Michael Jackson, but we don't know what happened there.
Well, that's probably not his fault either.
Right.
Yeah.
And he claims nothing ever happened there.
Right.
But
we know how Michael Jackson groomed those families.
Yes, exactly. Mm-hmm. So he says, or she tells the camera, I am very worried about the future. And she asks him, what if I don't want or can't have a baby? Are we done? And he's like, well, blah, blah, blah. I guess we'll talk about it. Okay.
Not good.
Okay.
Not good.
She cries and tells the camera, I feel hopeless and I don't want to lose him.
Don't have a baby, girl, just because he wants to have one. Don't do it.
Don't have a baby with him.
No. You don't want to be tied to this guy forever.
No. Let's go to Johan and Charlotte. Yikes.
Okay.
Although he's hot.
I don't think he's as hot as you do.
I think he's real hot.
I mean, he's fine looking. He doesn't do it for me.
So they're checking out some wedding venues on his day off. Finally, he's able to attend. She doesn't have to walk down the aisle by herself.
Looking very sad on that beach by herself.
And they find a place that would be like $1,600 for the basic package for the wedding and $50 for each additional person. So she's quick whipping through these numbers in her head. And she's like, we need to keep this as small as possible. Then she turns to him and goes, so what could you pay for? What are you not understanding about this guy's working his balls off to support his family because they're impoverished? What are you not understanding?
Yeah. Just when I think she's getting it.
Nope.
She doesn't get it. And then she gets it again, or I think she might. And then it's done.
I wonder if there's a part of her that just wants to see some effort.
Maybe.
Like maybe if he said to her, look, I could pay for the flowers.
Maybe.
But he can't.
No, he can't.
Okay. This is just such a privileged way of looking at it. Like, so what are you going to pay for? Because you only love me if you're going to pay for something.
Right. Well, I think what she's trying to figure out is, does he only love her because she's paying for stuff?
Right.
Or does he actually want to marry her? I think in her heart of hearts, she knows he doesn't actually want to marry her.
This is transactional for him, but it's also like we talked about. A lot of people don't get to marry for love.
Yep.
And I think he likes her enough.
Exactly.
And he, is into her enough.
Yeah. It's fine. She's fine.
Are they going to ride off into the sunset and be married for 35 years? Probably not.
No, but I think she's fine enough. The problem is she's in love with him.
Yeah. Yep.
And that's not great.
So she says, what if it was just you and me at the wedding? And he's like, no, I want my mom and my family to come. But then we find out he also wants about 10 to 15 English friends to come.
Right.
I don't know who they are. What's going on?
Or are they friends of hers? But he's never been to England.
No. I got the feeling maybe that they were like people who live there now.
Maybe. Friends of his that have gotten there. I don't know.
Or
maybe it's some of the friends that she was with when she met them.
Maybe.
I don't know.
So now they go to see Johan's grandmother. And he was brought up by her since his mom was too young when she had him. And Charlotte says, I hope she likes me and that I'm good enough for him. I really want to see the house where he grew up and understand his experience. Again, we think she's getting it.
Yeah.
We see that it's very basic. There's no running water. And Johan says, if Charlotte wants to be with me, she needs to know my family. She needs to help my family and be accepted by them.
Yeah.
She buys everyone lunch as a way. Like, she does things like this and you're like, okay, she's all right.
Right.
All right.
She doesn't mock his home or anything.
No. We've seen
very
way
respectful.
Worse. We've seen trash people.
Way worse, yeah.
So Charlotte wants to know what Grandma thinks of him moving to England. And Grandma says, I know you'll be better off. So I want you to go and have, a good life. Charlotte says, please tell them we won't forget them and that we will help. And she says, seeing how they've welcomed me into their home makes me want to help them.
Yeah.
She has all the right things to say.
She does.
Of all the situations we've seen where a European or American person goes to a quote unquote impoverished country or developing nation, she's acting almost the best.
She's doing really well. She's sort of kind of where David and Sheila was. Like very respectful.
Corey and Evelyn too. Until he did the magic trick, the magic show.
Until he brought in the devil.
I have the hots for him, right? Did we ever talk about this? Oh my God, yes. Like so much.
Why?
Did we never talk about this?
No, we've never talked about this.
Oh, I love him.
Why?
Yes. Guys, come at me if you're Corey stans. All three of you.
Say crickets. Crickets. I mean, I don't hate the guy, but I'm not, in love with him.
When he was doing that magic trick. Okay. That's one somewhere. All right. So now they go out to dinner. And I don't know if you caught this, but there was like a cheesy 80s ballad playing. Like I almost could name it. It felt like, what were we just talking about? The Jack Parr, St. Elmo's Fire song.
Oh, St. Elmo's Fire, yeah. Yeah. John Parr.
John Parr. Why do I
Jack
keep
Parr?
saying Jack Parr? He's an actor too.
Isn't Jack Parr a game show host?
Yes, he was a talk show host. Or
talk
game
show
show
host, yeah.
Okay. Didn't he host Price is Right or Wheel of Fortune? He hosted one of the big ones. Maybe
Jack
Jeopardy?
Parr. Comedian, host of The Tonight Show.
Oh,
from
before
57
Johnny
to
Carson.
62.
Right, okay.
Yeah. From Canton, Ohio, which is not
Ooh.
Canton, Michigan. I just got excited for a split second and then
Okay. All right.
realized Ohio and Michigan are not the same place.
Okay.
Okay.
So they're having dinner on the beach and she gives him a watch and he loves it. And she says she wants him to think of her every time he looks down on it. He says she's a naughty girl and she loves me a lot. She tells the camera, Johan spends all of his time and money looking after his family. And at the end of the day, who is looking after him?
Very sweet.
Very sweet.
Yes.
He starts to cry. He says, I just love my family so much. And then he says, we have to give them money tomorrow. He tells the camera, Charlotte is a good woman. She looks after me. She looks after my family.
Yeah.
He wants to give mom $60 and grandma $80. Now, this is what I'm talking about.
Right.
This $60 is not life-changing, but is
significant for them and it's nothing for her. It's not nothing for her, but it's not the same.
Right. And I would be in a real bad situation here because I'd be giving them my entire paychecks.
I would too. Yeah. I'd be like, what do you need? Can I get it for you? Because I feel bad.
So she thinks that's a lot. And she's like, it's a lot. And she's leaving now, okay, the next day. And she says, I'll come back in 6 weeks? And he says, oh, no, honey. No, 4 months. And he says, you have to save money for the wedding. And she freaks out. You're talking to other women. You're talking to other females. It gets into this. And he's like, I won't be talking to anybody. I swear a blood oath that I will never talk to another woman.
I will never be in the same proximity to another woman ever again, except my entire job is to flirt with women so they give me tips so I can feed my family.
So she cries and says that she'll miss him so much. And he says, we'll be together soon. And she says, we need this visa quickly because this sucks. End of story.
End of story. Somehow we're going to get from this to her burning her wedding dress, and I'm here for it.
I'm here for it too.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, stay tuned. Little Miss Recap will be right back after these words. Nicole and Taher.
Okay.
Oh, God. Okay. She's been in Egypt for 5 days now, and they're going camel riding. And I wrote, nope.
That was going to be my question. Would we do a camel ride?
No. Jenny did one in the Sahara. I would never.
Todd did one in Israel and said that this seemed much easier because when he did it, it was up and down sand dunes and felt real unstable. He's like, they're on a road. That's fine.
No, I'm not riding on an animal, period.
Okay.
I don't know what that animal, I don't care what it is. It could be the thing it could be Snuffleupagus. It could be the thing from Neverending Story. I'm not riding on anything.
Okay.
No. I'm not riding on the dragons. No.
I think I would really struggle with when the camel's getting down.
Yes.
I'd be afraid its legs were going to break.
Amanda, I will not get on anything that has a mind of its own.
Okay.
That has autonomy.
Okay.
No.
So a self-driving car is not for you.
No, I would never trust a self-driving car. No fucking way. No way. No, Todd and I part ways here. No. So she says, times like this are precious because in England, we can't do these things. And these are very indicative of Egypt and his home. And I want him to, love doing this. She's screeching on the camel. Taher's laughing at her. It's cute. They have a good day.
These two are into each other.
They're into each other.
They have a legit relationship.
They do. So now they're going to Taher's village to say goodbye to his family. And he's really sad to leave. And he says he's never brought a girl home. She's like, is my outfit respectable? He's like, yeah, it's fine. Cover up that centimeter of skin I can see on your chest. But other than that, you're fine.
Right.
They take a 5-hour bus ride. And I wrote, cue the wandering stray dog B-roll. 'Cause that's what we get all the time. Just wandering stray dogs. Hungry dogs. So
we were watching HEA, and maybe it was Cameroon or maybe it was Ivory Coast, but it was some B-roll of like some animal attacking something in the middle of the street. And then we reminisced over the B-roll of Jenny and Sumit with the with the dogs eating piles of garbage in the
trash.
street every time. Every time. Oh boy.
So they arrive and they're having drinks on this gorgeous rooftop. And it overlooks the entire village. And he's talking to her about covering her hair, her body. And he says, your body is a private thing and you need to cover it. I have such a hard time with this. I understand and I respect that it is a custom and a religion and a tradition. I have such a hard time with this.
It is a choice I could not make. I wouldn't do it.
I just have a hard time with an entire viewpoint that is to subvert women's power and to, I don't know.
What if being with Bradley Cooper meant you had to do that?
Well, then I'm doing it. I'm covering up every inch of this body.
Just checking.
Amanda.
Just checking.
What if it meant
I just want to see how strong your conviction was.
What if it meant being with Bob?
No.
By the way, I talked to a Tess yesterday.
Yes.
And
did you guys talk the entire time in the voice?
She's like, we need to do something with the Bob. And I'm like, I know. And she's like, maybe I'll just get a TV guide and I'll read it to you. And you can just hate it, love it, hate it. Oh, never forget, guys, Bob loved designing women. Love it. And he hated all the crime shows.
I finally listened to the criminality about Bill, Sharna and Bill. Oh boy.
Yes. Oh, Bill.
Bill and Bob.
Saying. Like if he was on for Inmate to Roommate, I'd watch it again. Because that was priceless.
Oh, Sharna and Bill were everything.
Priceless. I forgot about the lunch meat, keeping the lunch meat cold.
I forgot about when he came back from visiting the wife, girlfriend person, that they locked him out of the house. And he's like, I'm a locksmith. I could get right in here.
Yes. Yes.
He chose not to, though.
Chose not to.
Yeah. Okay. So we're covering up every inch of our skin except for Bradley Cooper. I mean, for
Bradley Cooper. Yes. I have a hard time with it. Like, is that rude? I don't know. Like,
I don't think I could do it.
I mean, again, I respect that this is a culture. And I would not go there and insist on not doing it and breaking the culture. I just wouldn't go there.
I wouldn't go there.
I would go to visit. I wouldn't go live there. Is what
exactly.
I mean. Yeah.
Exactly. I forget which backdoor friend is going to Egypt and was asking, how to be appropriate, and I would do all of the things that it takes to be appropriate.
Absolutely. That's why you don't. You're a visitor in somebody's culture and country. Absolutely.
That's why you don't walk into a Catholic church in Rome in shorts and a t-shirt. Like you just don't.
Right. Like Kyle and his trousers.
With maybe you have to wear your trousers.
Your trousers. So she says it's hard to accept the judgment. And she thinks that he will feel differently in England once he sees, what? No, he's not.
No, he's not. She is banking on him changing, and I don't think he's going to change because he doesn't want to change. He's fine.
We learned that Taher has 11 brothers, and they meet with his oldest brother, Taib, who I thought was his father, and I apologize for that a few episodes ago. Sorry, Taib. Timmy has this situation. His brother is 60, and Timmy's 47, 46. So, like, not old enough to be his father, but, like, significantly older that somebody might confuse the two.
My first husband is 12 years older than his sister.
Yeah. So it's a thing. Yeah.
It's a thing.
So Taher's a little snippy with Nicole 3, as we're calling her. And she says, look, because she's saying, like, I love being a guest in Egypt. He's like, you're not a guest. This is your second country.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Taher tells the camera, I would stay in Egypt forever if I could. Oh, he doesn't want to leave.
No, he doesn't want to. And that's fine.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel bad for him.
If I fell in love with somebody from another country and I wanted to be with them full time and it meant I had to leave, I would have a lot of sad feelings about that.
Can I say the most jaded thing ever to be said on a podcast?
Yes.
I would just be like, I'll fall in love with somebody else. Let me just break up with this person.
Yeah, I might not even go there to
Yeah,
start,
like-
but I don't know.
Like, I want
fell in love
to
with a
shake
Canadian.
these 20-year-olds and say, you'll just fall in love with somebody else. Just break it off.
Is this like
There's
in
much
your book
more.
when you got real drunk and accosted the bride-to-be at the bar?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Very similar.
I just read that
Very
yes,
similar.
on Sunday.
Very similar. I'm like, guys.
Yeah, don't do
Move
this.
on. So now Taher's like, yo, bro, what's mom think of this situation? And Taib is like, oh God, mom is crying night and day, sobbing every day.
Not good.
Taib, you might want to dial that down a little bit. You're a real mood killer here.
It's like when I wanted to move to Seattle and all my mom could say is, why do you want to leave me? And guess what I didn't do? Move to Seattle.
Yeah. It's funny you say that because we almost moved to Seattle and didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Because my gram, not only because my gram threw a fit, I ended up getting a pretty good job here.
Right.
But my gram was also throwing a fit.
Yeah.
So Taher wants their children to be born in Egypt, and she wants a child born in England. Then he says, this is hard. If we have a daughter, I want to tell her that she can't be friends with men, only girls. Is that okay? I just wrote, do not have kids with this man. Do not, because they're not on the same page.
Their values are different.
Right. I'm not saying what he's saying is wrong or I'm just saying you're not on the same page.
Their values are radically different.
Right. And if Nicole, if you think you're having a hard time suppressing your individuality and your autonomy in Egypt, imagine how you're going to feel when you see your daughter having to do it.
Yeah.
It's even worse. Trust me.
Yeah.
She tells the camera, I want my children to have freedom. And she's like, you don't need a boy in your room like this. And then again, this whole thing about girls and boys and never the two shall mate and whatever. All right. So the brother basically is like, good luck. You're going to need it. And she tells the camera, my friends in England are not bad women. Like, they're not bad people.
No, they're not like scandalous whores that are walking down the street just, being whorish.
Yeah. It's bad. It's
bad. I couldn't do this. I could not do this at all.
No. All right. You ready for Sam and Allie?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Wow.
I really dislike this woman.
Yeah. Yeah. She's terrible.
I find him entertaining as hell.
So Sam and Allie had a huge row last night.
They sure did.
And she wakes up and he's gone. And she's upset about it. Where is he? I own him. Where is he? Where is my plaything? I just hate her. Turkish Nicole is not somebody I like.
No, I don't want to be her friend.
No. He says he lost control. She answered the phone and he doesn't want to share her. He says he doesn't care anymore whose fault it is. He's just going to fix this because he needs that visa. I'm kind of here for him just because he's good TV. I hate him, but he's good TV.
He's good TV, and I'm kind of here for him just fucking her over.
Me too.
She sucks.
Do I hate him? I don't necessarily hate him. I hate her more than him.
Oh, I hate her a lot more than I hate him.
He just
at first, the first episode, it was the opposite. First episode, I was like, oh, this guy's garbage.
Yeah, he's
not great.
He's conning. He's out there scamming.
Yeah.
He's harvesting the American dollar. Well, the British dollar.
Yeah, he's harvesting
the pound.
Yes. You got there.
Oh, I got there. All right. So he begins his apology with, you're always on your phone or you're video gaming. You might want to dial that back, dude.
Yeah.
Then he says, I'm sorry I asked too much. And she goes, you're not a child. Stop playing with your food. Again, this is somebody who literally went, yeah, and spit out something.
Over a piece of chicken.
So he says, we need to do the visa faster because when we're apart, we fight too much and there's too much overthinking. He's like, I just love your smile and you're my soulmate. And he smiles. Wink, wink. And she's like, he is so damn cute. I'm butter in a hot pan. Okay.
I don't find him remotely attractive.
I don't either, but I could see how he lays it on.
Oh, he's a charmer.
Yes.
He's a charmer for sure.
If I had a couple drinks in me and I was kind of at a low point in my life, I'd be there. I'm not going to act like I am above this. I'm not.
We know better.
So Allie surprises Sam with some private dance lessons. Since she's a dancer, he's like, she's going to love this. But she gets there and she's like, no, this is not happening. She like almost has an anxiety attack.
She does.
And this comes, I think, from a place of insecurity.
Oh, 100%.
And she's
incredibly insecure about her body.
Mm-hmm.
She's incredibly insecure about her appearance, particularly compared to him. He's a much smaller person. I think that makes her really I don't think it makes her uncomfortable in that she doesn't it's not that she's not attracted to him. I think it makes her feel very insecure because he's much smaller than she is.
Yeah.
And now we're going to see this hot woman who is smaller and sexy, and she's freaking the fuck out.
And I just want to validate that. Like, as somebody who's a woman of size married to somebody who's a toothpick.
Yeah.
There is that weird dynamic, you know, where you're in your brain, in my brain, I remember when Timmy and I first got married, I would often think he could have anybody he wants because thinness, Amanda.
Right. Because thinness means you can get anything you want.
Thinness is the overarching, you know, quality that everybody wants to have. Yeah. It's a mind fuck. It really is.
And when you guys got back together, you had just hit your goal weight.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Which was still 30 pounds heavier than him. Yeah. So it's like, I just want to validate that when you're somebody who struggles with your weight and you're married to somebody who's not. Yeah. That's a whole different mind fuck in and of itself.
Agreed.
So the teacher's gorgeous, practically naked, says Sam. I don't agree with that. No, she has on a belly appropriate dance top and she has on a skirt. She's fine. So she decides I'm going to do it anyway, reluctantly. Ali is a terrible dancer.
Yes.
She says he's like the car wash things that put their arms up in the air and float around. And
he kind of was.
He tells the camera, the teacher's hot, but I can't even look at her. And when you see the footage, it's hilarious. Because he's literally just staring at Sam the entire time, laser focused.
Not looking at this woman.
After the lesson ends, he is all over her. And he tells the camera, maybe she'll show me what she has learned in private and come to daddy. Oh. Do not call yourself daddy, dude. No.
I don't want to think of them being intimate.
No, me either.
I don't. I just find her so
she's
awful.
Miserable. She's so miserable. Awful. So the next day at the hotel, their room is a disaster.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
What the fuck happened in this room?
And he's telling the camera she complains about everything. And so she's trying to straighten up. But then, I don't know if you caught this, she makes him carry everything because she says, you need to do your job properly.
Uh-huh.
That felt racist and gross.
It is totally racist and gross. Remember, she gets off the plane and she's like, he better take my bags. I've basically schlepped them from England. It's like, no, you didn't. You put them on a little track. They got sent back into the plane. You just picked it up off of another track and you've pulled them out of customs.
She is so disgusting.
She's so
just
gross.
Her behavior is so gross. So they go to dinner and he picks a steak and she's like, I got my eyes on my bank balance because every time we go out, he orders the most expensive thing on the menu. That's smart.
I would too if I were him.
So he says he has to go to work and she starts saying, you can't pay attention to guests when I'm there. And he's like, I can't do that.
Yeah.
This is literally how he has to explain how tips work. And then he says,
I hate these women that do this shit.
I do too. He says, I already promised you I wouldn't date my guests.
There you go.
End of story. End of episode.
Like these women who were picked up by the flirty waiter bartender guy at the resort and is then pissed that he's the flirty bartender waiter guy.
Good point.
No, it's like these Muslim men who see these women in bikinis and that's the thing that attracts them. Even Muhammad were the big one. And then are immediately like, cover every inch of you.
Yes.
It's like, you can't have both of these things.
Right.
Pick one. Pick a lane.
Yeah, I need to know more about, if we have some Muslim backdoor friends, please let me know. Like, in private, can the woman be dressed however she wants? I think so, right?
I think so.
It's just out in public that they have to cover their bodies.
Your husband can see you however you want to be. I mean, remember Garrick and Miriam when she's like, I want to start wearing hijab.
Did you have to mention him?
Yeah, I did. That she wanted to start wearing hijab, and he's like, I would want to take it off of you, which fuck you, get your hands off of her hijab. Yeah. But then she's like, no, when I'm home, I can take it off. Like,
okay. Yeah.
When it's just us. I
want to shout out Claire.
Oh,
for probably the worst bang off I've ever been. I once again had to choose to bang Cody Brown. Once again.
No, you didn't.
When faced with Garrick Merrifield or an asteroid destroying everyone I love, can't let an asteroid destroy my children, unfortunately. So I have to choose Cody Brown. What else am I going to do? I can't go with Garrick.
I chose asteroid. I'm sorry, folks. We're all going out. I can't.
This would be Garrick. All right, now I'm gonna put it in, and I'm gonna make some grunting noises, and I'm gonna shove my love stick up into my dipstick up into your cavern of wild feminine wows, and I'm gonna shove the Holy Spirit into your brain. Like, that would be him talking, and I would just be like, "Shut the fuck up and just come." Like, it would just be like, "Just finish." Oh my God, are you okay? Did I break you?
You might have just broken me. Wow.
Am I wrong that he would talk?
Oh, he would totally talk. And he would talk about his fuck stick. He totally would.
He'd be like, do you remember when I'm just going to give me a Bible name. I don't know any Bible names.
Jehoshaphat.
Do you remember when Jehoshaphat stuck his dipstick into Eve? And, like, he was going to tell me Bible things, and I would be like, stop it. And then the Corinthians said,
just shut up and let me imagine Bradley Cooper to get through this.
Yeah, he would talk to me, and I would not be okay with it.
Garrick, shut up and let me dissociate to get through this, please. Thank you very much.
Cody Brown would just be like, and it would be done. It'd be done.
Do you think he yells Robin's name when he comes every time?
No, I think he yells Birdie.
No, you know whose name he would yell? Cody. He'd yell his own name.
That's true. He might yell. I wonder if the Manosphere has like a preferred scream.
See if they come up with that one day. Mm-hmm. Yeah, or he just yells baby or honey, because at one point he was banging 4 people.
Oh, that's true. He probably still yelled Robin.
Going to Pound Town and Christine yelling Robin's name. And she stayed. She stayed for way too long.
All right, here we go. So next time on.
Yes.
Nui and Tony go to meet Tony's sister. That's not going to go well.
No, it's not.
Sprite and John fight. And Sprite throws toast at him. Oh, I can't wait.
And throws his wedding ring on the floor, or his engagement ring, or whatever the hell it is.
Jamie wants to write a poem, and I just wrote fuck right off.
Oh, and his poem, the first line, real bad.
Right off.
I hate this guy. I just can't even, every time he comes on my screen, I'm like, ugh.
I will say to this idiot, how dare you? How dare you come for poetry?
Take poetry out of your mouth.
Sam is telling Ali that he probably can't get a job in England because the unemployment rate is so high.
Yeah.
Okay, so there we go.
It's not going to be good. Yeah, here's the problem. And she's right to actually set this expectation for him, because I think he thinks he's going to show up, he's going to get a job, he's going to make $1 million.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen.
No.
Not even close.
He needs to, oh my God. I just had like a revelation live on air.
Wow.
I was going to say he needs to go all baby
like you were
reindeer.
having a stroke for a second.
He needs to go all baby reindeer and get a job in a pub. And then I'm like, wait a minute. She's kind of like baby reindeer Martha woman, whatever her name is.
Yeah.
Oh my God. They could reenact baby reindeer. Done.
And actually, Ali and they're kind of funny looking in a similar way.
Richard Gadd is his name?
Yeah. They have like the big furrowed brow kind of thing.
Yep. Mm-hmm. We could totally recast Baby Reindeer with
Baby
Sam
Reindeer
and Ali.
2, Electric Boogaloo. Baby Reindeer 2, Sam and Ali.
Turkish Nickel and
Turkish Nickel. I wonder what happened to that woman who, went on, Piers Morgan and then seems to have disappeared.
Yeah,
Fiona,
I don't know.
Fiona was her name.
Wasn't she suing Piers Morgan?
She was going to sue everybody.
I don't know. Let me tell you what I've been doing. I've been so into this Karen Reed murder case.
See, I got to learn something about it. I don't even know if she's the victim or the accused. I don't know what's happening.
Okay, let me give you the bare bones.
Give me the bare bones. This is, Karen I signed up Reed. For Jody Weber's podcast specifically for this.
Karen Reed is a woman in her 40s.
Sure.
Who was dating this guy, John, what's his name? Oh God, help me. Hold on.
You're completely asking the wrong person, as I have no idea.
People are screaming right now. John O'Keefe. Okay. So John O'Keefe is her boyfriend, and he's also a cop.
Okay.
So they go out with a bunch of mutual friends, and they're all getting shit-faced at this bar. And then everybody's driving, which I'm listening to all this. I'm thinking, are these people in their 20s?
Right.
They're in their 40s.
Okay.
So supposedly Karen Reed and John O'Keefe get into a fight. She drops him off at the after party at this other cop's house.
Okay.
And she sees him get out of the car. She turns around and leaves. Okay, 5 o'clock in the morning, she wakes up. He's nowhere to be found. She's freaking out.
Okay.
Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? She ends up going back to the after party. There he is, dead in the snow. Now, they're saying that the police are saying that she hit him with her car.
Oh.
She's saying, and everybody else is kind of saying, that something happened to him in that house.
Got it.
And they put him back out into the snow, made it look like she hit him. And I will say this. In my opinion, they have created enough reasonable doubt that I could not convict her for killing him. Because she's on trial for running him over.
Right.
And there's a whole lot of inconsistency. Like he had... Okay, so these people had a German Shepherd that supposedly had been aggressive with people in the past. Okay. So when they found him, he had all these like marks on his arm that looked like an animal had attacked him. And they were like here, like you would hold up your arm.
Right.
And they can't explain how that would come from getting hit by a car.
Right.
He had almost no injuries below the neck.
Oh.
He had blunt force trauma to the head.
Okay.
And these people got rid of their dog, sold their house. Like, it's real suspicious.
Oh, wow.
And then they got a hold of the investigating officer was like friends with these people. Ugh. And then they got hold of their text messages, and they're all calling her a see you next Tuesday. And like, it's wild.
Okay.
Wild.
Okay.
And it was so great because when they had this douchebag on the stand and he was having to read his text messages, he wasn't saying see you next Tuesday.
Sure.
And the judge is like, and they objected. And the judge is like, are these your words? And he's like, yes. And she's like, so you have to say it. And he had to read it to the jury.
Good. Good. Was the cause of death the blunt force trauma to the head?
This is another thing. They haven't even ruled the cause of death a homicide. So how is she being tried for murder?
That's interesting.
The Amye says they can't determine what the cause of death is. Like it's blunt force trauma, but like they can't determine the manner in which
what
it
did
was
it? Was he run over by a car in his head?
Mm-hmm.
Which I think if you were gonna like run over a head, it would be real bad.
And there's this whole thing where she had a broken.
If you're gonna run over a head, it would be real bad.
Then there's this whole thing where she had a broken taillight.
Oh,
and they found surveillance footage or ring video footage of her doing like a 3-point turn at some point, and she hits another car with that taillight.
Okay.
So that's how the damage was inflicted.
Right.
It's a whole thing. The investigating officers didn't even go in the house. They show up, they assume he's been hit by a car. The guy is out in the freezing cold, no coat on.
Right. Just dumped out there.
Yeah. He's missing a shoe.
Interesting. Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's a whole thing.
Well, the good news is I have a drive tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So I will be able to listen to this whole situation.
I am telling everyone right now, I probably got 10 things wrong in that. Please correct me on this thread.
Okay, good.
You know what? Jody does a great job of covering it, but also I'll send you the episode Seriously.
Okay.
She does like an overview of the case of what happened.
Okay, cool. That'll help me.
I think that's a good place to start, and then you jump into the Jody coverage.
Got it, because Jody's doing the trial and stuff.
Yes. It's good. It's really interesting.
Got it.
And I can't help but think like there's a part of me that thinks, wow, we're really opening our eyes to police corruption when it's happening to a white woman.
Mm-hmm.
This happens to young Black men every day.
Every single day.
So there's that,
There is that.
And everybody's got real thick Boston accents.
That'll be good. Yeah. We also have not discussed our good friend Chad Daybell being convicted of murder and getting the death penalty.
Bye.
I'm not a death penalty fan, but if anybody deserves it, this guy. He's such a
let him have his
person.
appeal. Let him have his appeal. Just like my man Bob.
Kyle on Cray Cray was saying that in Idaho, they still use the firing squad.
No, come on.
That's what he said.
Come on.
And I did not Google, so I'm going to take this as fact.
Not to live air check Kyle, but let me see.
We Googled way less important things.
As of 2024, Idaho, Mississippi, Oklahoma, South Carolina, and Utah used the firing squad for the death penalty. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Wow.
That's real fucked up.
Is there any good way to do it?
No, there really isn't.
But that just feels archaic. Like that is.
When I went on my journey of coming to the side of not being in favor of the death penalty, which was just my journey, and that's how I got there. One of the things was I talked to my dad a lot about it because he was very anti-death penalty. And I'm like, but getting drugged isn't that bad. He's like, let me tell you what actually happens. And he goes through it and it's not good.
Bad.
It's real bad. And he's like, it's not good. It is painful. He's like, there's no way to do it that's not cruel and unusual punishment.
Yeah. There have been documentaries where
people don't die.
People don't die. Yeah. They have to keep trying. Like it's just not good. It's not good.
No.
I just don't feel like this is why I'm against murder in general. People should not be the arbiter of who dies and who doesn't. And
exactly. It's not good. But anyway, Chad Daybell.
Yeah, it's been over an hour. Okay, we got to go. All right, guys. So listen, you can support the show by signing up for Supercast, Apple subscriptions, or Patreon, where you're going to get your Sister Wives rewatch. You're going to get some soap opera content. You're going to get some true crime stuff. You're going to get some TLC show. How about these motherfuckers on Patreon? I love them so much, but you guys are fucking with me big time. Because I put up a poll. Oh, what's your next 90-day show that you want to see? Is it going to be Toe or is it going to be a classic? It's 50-50. It's like 50-49. And they know what that means. That means we're going to do both. They know us too well. Why do they do this to me?
Because they love us. They love us.
I'm like, every time I put up a poll and it's 50-50, we're doing both.
That's right. They know. Yeah. They know the secret now.
Yeah.
There's no hiding it.
I'm not going to be able to choose one.
No, it's like choosing between your children.
Yeah. Oh, I could choose between.
I was going to say right now, from what I understand. Really easy.
All right, guys. Also join our Backdoor Friends Facebook group if you're not there already, and follow us on Instagram and leave us a review. That's all I got today, Amanda.
That's all you need.
All right. I will see you tomorrow on our Salahuddin tour.
Yes, you will.
Report back into the Backdoor Friends.
Yes, we will.
Yes, we will. And everybody follow Amanda Substack. Link is in the show notes. Oh,
thank you, man.
And my Substack with Meredith is going live. So we started a little side project. It's a little Substack called Obsessables, where we're going to talk about videos that we obsess over. We have one coming up, and we have released one in June, so that will be there.
What's coming up? Can you tell us?
I can't tell.
Okay.
We're going to surprise.
I still want to do one too.
Yes, you're definitely doing one. Yes. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon.
Take care, everyone.